What's up, my loyal patrons? Account Ghost Hunter Child back again today with another video. And today, hold up, let me zoom in a bit. Man. Hold up. There. So, I don't know if you guys can see me, but this is my review on Daredevil Season 3, which I just got through watching pretty much all night last night. By far one of the best seasons I've ever seen so far. If there is to be a Season 4, then let's just say Matt Murdock, he pretty much finally defeated Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, and had him locked away. But now it's Bullseye he has to worry about. Because don't forget, in the final fight, if you guys have already seen it, just a warning, spoilers ahead. Wilson Fisk had pretty much like broken Bullseye's, back and like his spinal area, so he pretty much can't walk. But I think there's a possibility that, that can, that he can like walk again. Anyway, so we start off on the season of pretty much like Matt in like a broken state, because after that explosion that occurred in the Defenders, he pretty much just lost his touch, His hearing was a bit messed up. What else? Oh yeah, and he was just pretty much all hurt, like, everywhere. But then, like, near, like, the end of episode 1, it seems like he was, like, getting his touch back. But then, when he went out to fight those guys who were trying to kidnap this woman's dad, I think deep down he wanted those guys to kill him. Because like he said, I would rather die as the devil than live as Matt Murdock. So I think he pretty much wanted those guys to kill him. I don't know. I'm still debating on whether or not he wanted that. Hold up. Let me see if I can get a better camera angle. There, that's even better. So yeah, like he said, I would rather die as the devil than live as Matt Murdock. He's pretty much just pushing everyone away, even his own friends, Karen Page and Foggy Nelson. Or just Karen and Foggy. Apparently Karen is still paying the bills at his apartment. Because she doesn't believe that he's dead. However, Foggy does, and he's willing to, accept it. But little do they know, Matt is alive and well. Well, alive anyway. Let's see. Episode 2, Please, that's the name. Oh wait, I almost completely forgot. So apparently this special agent of the Bureau, Agent Ray Nadeem, apparently he's going to be working for Fisk now. Or at least he was assigned to work with Fisk. And apparently Fisk made a deal that put away a whole lot of criminals, mainly the Albanians. Now he could have chose, honestly, I mean, this guy is a criminal underworld mastermind. He literally could have chosen any, other crime family or any other, gang out there, but instead he chose the Albanians for a reason. Apparently he's doing it just so he can technically get out and see Vanessa again. And we get the very first introduction of Bullseye. His real name is Benjamin Ben Poindexter, nickname Dex. He's a hell of a marksman. He was in the Army. Next thing you know, after the Army, he was assigned to the Bureau because of his talents. Because, yeah, of his special talents. His great marksmanship and courage and bravery. But before all that, he apparently had a bit of a, what I'd say, shitty childhood. His parents were pretty much dead. But that didn't completely break him. He was in the little league baseball team until the coach pulled him off on like one game. Next thing you know, he gets mad, and we see like his very first talent of marksmanship, where he used a baseball bat to kill his coach. Kind of a horrible way to go, if you ask me. Anyways, so apparently he was assigned to this good female therapist named Dr. Mercer. But then a few years later, during his teen years, she was diagnosed with some sort of sickness. I think it was terminal. Afterwards, he wasn't exactly the same. But next thing you know, as an adult, he was working for a suicide hotline. And he gave like this crazy advice to this troubled stepson of a horrible stepfather. He asked him if he ever thought about committing suicide. This guy named Craig said yes. And he says, what kind of gun does he have? Apparently he had M9 1911. So he pretty much just suggested that, you know, Craig should kill his stepfather. Insane. Anyway, back to Wilson. So apparently he got out and was staying in a $20 million presidential luxury hotel. It's like technically he is a prisoner, but technically he's a prisoner living in quite a highly luxury apartment or hotel room, and like in a penthouse. Like, come on, man! Like, are you kidding me? Since when did a convict like Fisk deserve something like that? Anyways, Karen and Foggy and Matt pretty much found out that he got out of prison. And apparently Wilson Fisk really admired, Bullseye of his extraordinary talents, like his marksmanship and all that. And he figured, hey, this city needs a new villain, so why not, this guy? I mean, I obviously can't get the Daredevil myself, so I'm going to pretty much hire someone who is a little bit better than me, who can pretty much get the job done. And apparently, he had Melvin make him a copycat Daredevil suit. By the way, did Matt ever get that suit back? I'm still, wondering. Anyways, what else? Oh yeah, and then we have this extraordinary fight that occurred in episode 6 at the New York Bulletin, where we pretty much get a very great introduction of Bullseye, like for real. Like the introduction in episode 2, it was good, but the introduction in episode 6, where he's actually this time wearing the Daredevil suit, it's even better. It's where, like, pretty much, like, Matt can only beat him on, like, hand-to-hand combat. Like, he's not good when he's, like, far away from him. As a matter of fact, I'm about to pull up the video right now. Let me get out the way. It's like this fight scene was just extraordinary. It's the very first time where we actually see the real Daredevil, Matt pretty much go up against a highly skilled marksman in his Daredevil suit. By the way, the music and everything was insane. Now I see why they released this in October, because this feels like a horror movie in a way. Foggy, get out of there. Yeah, run. You got lucky. Almost got your head blown off.
Who are you?
Hold up. I'm Daredevil. Oh, man. There you go, Matt. Like, you see what I'm talking about? Matt pretty much just, like, beat him, like, easily in hand-to-hand combat. That right there was his downfall. Yeah, that right there is his downfall. So apparently he's good with a whole bunch of things. Like no matter what it is. Pencils, scissors, pens. Anything sharp, he just uses. Even a freaking computer monitor. It may not kill his enemies, but it can, like, at least injure them. That's part 1. Now moving on to part 2. Hold up, so I can give you guys a taste of something. So yeah, like I said, I already saw the season. It was definitely good. Like I said, this is my review. Anyway, back to it. So pretty much, at this point, Matt realized Wilson Fisk is trying someone to kill me. Like, he's pretty much faster, more, you know, accurate than me. And can, like, take me down with one single hit of anything. And we just gotten quite a big giant reveal that Sister Maggie is Matthew's mother. I think Ben already knew that. So apparently when she was still a teen, I think she was what, 18, 19, her first time seeing Jack in the ring, let's just say she had a crush on him. Next thing you know, they got together, had a child. However, Sister Maggie, she was just completely out of it. At that point, Jack was technically scared, so he called up Father Lantham and had him, you know, take care of Maggie. In any event, as soon as Matthew found out, he was pretty much ticked that she wouldn't even tell him. Oh yeah, and Karen, we pretty much get a little taste of her history, of her past. I mean, we've all heard stories about how she was living back in Vermont, how her brother died, and next thing you know, episode 9, we find out that he pretty much died in a car crash that she inadvertently caused. So like any other normal brother, like her brother was like defending her, and next thing you know, her junkie boyfriend was beating the crap out of him. Next thing you know, Karen takes that gun they had in his truck and shot him in the shoulder. Then she drives away, and they're both looking at each other. She's like, "Why'd you do that? You basically screwed it up. I had everything under control." And he's like, "I already lost my mom." Anyway, and he's like, "I already lost my mom. Like, I'm not losing you too." Next thing you know, boom, car, hits a rail and flips over. Kevin's dead. And she's had that, guilt weighing over her. Her own father pretty much turned her away. Afterwards, she must have went to New York in order to get clean, got a legitimate job, stayed out of trouble. And she finally, admitted to Foggy, and then later on to Matt, that she killed James Wesley. It's like I don't say to myself, what a big hypocrite, Karen was being in season 2. Like, she's, pissed at him for keeping secrets, but you kept the secret that you killed, Wilson Fisk's best friend. Like, come on, man. You don't think that's something that you should have discussed? But, I like Karen now, she's cool. She's really stepped up to the plate lately, and I'm proud of her. I still, however, cannot believe that, so she meets, Wilson Fisk face to face finally, and I'm just gonna put it like this. She pretty much just told him straight up, right in his face, "I killed your best friend. I shot him 7 times. He deserved it." And if had the FBI not walked right through that door, he would have literally pummeled her face in, tear her apart, because he is a monster. The Kingpin is just a giant brute. That's basically his power. Is superhuman strength and somewhat agility. Anyway, Foggy was running for district attorney to try and bring Wilson Fisk down, because since Blake Tower wasn't man enough to do it himself, Foggy pretty much decided to take matters into his own hands. Anyway, yeah. But, however, because his family was caught up in some illegal business, not out of their own volition, by the way, thanks to Fisk, he decided he was going to back off from becoming district attorney and let the floor. Oh snap! I'm running out of battery. Okay, point blank period. In the end, Matthew won and pretty much had fists locked away. And thus the bullseye was born. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Link will be down below in the description. Love y'all to death. Stay true, stay low, and peace.